Hey everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. Now in today's video, we're going to be building a very simple and compact sheep farm. Obviously you guys already knew that because of the thumbnail and also the title, but let's go ahead and take a look at what the materials are needed for this. Now we are technically going to be building two different variations of this farm. So the piston and the redstone block might not necessarily be needed depending on which version that you guys use and create. However, like I said earlier, we're going to be building a very compact and very simple. So we're going to be using barrels instead of chests. So if you guys want to use chests instead of barrels, then you guys will have to make this just slightly different. The first variation is going to be not quite as compact, and then the second variation is the one that I personally use and will be using in all of my survival worlds. So if you guys want to follow along with those series, then make sure you guys are checking out those. We're currently in season 8 on an SMP, so make sure that you guys are checking out those videos. I would highly appreciate it. But anyway, this is everything that you're going to need, and we're going to be making a pink sheep because that is the elusive pink sheep inside of Minecraft. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go and break this and get all of our materials that we need. Like I said earlier, we are going to go ahead and do the not so compact version first. So basically what you're going to want to do is a hopper right outside of the back there. You're going to go ahead and place a rail on the top. You're going to go ahead and place your hopper minecart on the top of that, and then you want to put your grass blocks all the way around it, just like that. And then on the top here, you're going to be putting an observer faced into there. And you're going to grab your one and only stone that you need with the redstone dust on the top. Why did it place that there? I have no idea. And then we've got a dispenser facing this way towards where the sheep is going to be at. We're going to put another hopper right here, and then we're going to put a chest on the top of that, or a barrel on the top of that. That's basically to just refill this dispenser. Now what we can do is we can throw in our shears and let it kind of just fill in into that dispenser and also in the hopper. Then all you need to do is grab your glass. Again, I personally like to dye my glass whatever color the sheep is actually going to be, and then that way you know exactly what it is, because once you actually get this farm started, you're not going to be able to know exactly what color your sheep is. Make sure that you dye your sheep prior to the first dispense of using your shears. It'll make it a lot easier in the grand scheme of things. And then you just cut it, and that's all you got to do, and you'll start getting your wool right away. So that's it. That's a pretty simple farm that you guys can build very, very quickly. Now, like I mentioned, we're going to build it a little bit more compact. That is where our piston and our redstone block will actually come into play. Let's go ahead and put down our barrel. Again, we're going to go ahead and put in our hopper on the back. We have the same kind of principle starting with that right there. We're going to go ahead and place our rail with our hopper minecart on the top of that. And then we're going to go ahead and break that rail. You don't need that rail in there any longer. Now what you're going to do is you're going to basically build up around it, just like that. And get rid of those bottom grass blocks just like that. Now what we're going to be doing is pushing this block down into that hopper minecart. We're going to do that by placing a regular piston on the bottom of that, and then activating it with a redstone block, breaking that block, and then going ahead and having that done. And now the hopper minecart, or that block, is pushed inside of that hopper minecart, so anything that you throw into it now will just get sucked up right away. And it's a little bit more compact, but it might not necessarily be as easy. It all depends. Now, this design, you can definitely go ahead and use a chest because you don't need it. But in this design, you probably wouldn't want to use one because you're not going to be able to open up your chest at all. Now, everything else is actually going to be the same. Let's just go ahead and grab all of our supplies that we're actually going to need. And there we go for now. Observer will go on the back here into a block. Redstone dust on the back of that, the top of that. Dispenser right on the top of that observer. Again, you're going to frame everything up with your grass, or your glass block, not your grass. And then a hopper into that dispenser. And then we need to grab a barrel And right there, put in your sheep, obviously making sure that you dye the sheep prior to shearing it for the first time. And then going ahead and loading it up. There we go. Then we're going to go ahead and snip the sheep. Then that will actually get this thing going. So unfortunately, now we got to let this grass grow back because I forgot to do that earlier. So we'll just have to put a couple more grass pieces around that so that this grass can do it. You're going to want to make sure that you have these other 3 grass blocks in it and either design, because it will make sure that it is basically refreshing that grass, that middle block where the sheep is standing on, as soon as it possibly can. It is going to make the farm a lot more efficient in the grand scheme of things. But that really is everything for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys did, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Like I mentioned earlier, make sure that you guys check out my series on the SMP server. It's a good time, it's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend that you guys check those videos out. There's only been 2 episodes as of the time of this recording, but I have a lot more planned coming out in the very near future. But again, you know what to do. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.